I just saw this great interview with Pierce Morgan and Dana White of the UFC. And in the very beginning stages of the UFC, like John McCain, Senator John McCain, he was against it, the UFC. He wanted it regulated, and, he was just a very, very big adversary. But the thing is that Dana White agreed with Senator John McCain. He wanted it regulated, he wanted referees, he wanted it to be 100% on the level. But the thing is, at the time, no sports venue wanted the UFC. They were all turning them away. And he was saying how Donald Trump, at the time, Donald Trump was at the highest point, with his casinos and the Trump brand, and the UFC was at the lowest point, the beginning point. But Donald Trump supported the UFC, and he brought their fights to his casinos and helped Dana White become the tremendous success that he is and the UFC is today. And they're great friends. And I love this one thing that Dana White said about Donald Trump. Because Pierce Morgan was like, a lot of people, we've seen the bad side of Donald Trump, and a lot of people don't like him. And he was like, look, all I can tell you is this. I base my relationship based on how I feel about a person. Like, for instance, I could have a friend, 15 people might hate him, but I love him, and that's how I feel about Donald Trump. I don't care what anybody says about Donald Trump. He's always been loyal. He's always been there for me, and he's just a tremendous person. They talk several times a month on the phone. Donald Trump's a very big fight fan, and, listen, he was a big part of the success of the UFC, and Dana White loves him. And it's one of the reasons I love Trump too, because he sees the good in you. He sees the potential, and he saw the potential in the UFC and helped it become the great success that it is today. And that's the way it should be with everybody. I'm sure there's a lot of people who love the Apefather, and there's other people who don't like me. But think about this, the people who love me, they don't care about what the haters say, because they see the genuine, good person I am inside. God is good. And that's it. That's the bottom line. This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video is for entertainment purposes only.